sad downfall. Damn, that shit don't say downfall. The sad downward trend of Fortnite back blings. I don't even want to press play, bro. Like, mom should have baked asparagus round. All right, come on. The sad downward trend of Fortnite back blings. Hello, bro. Y'all niggas still be rocking back blings in the bit 25? You need your ass whooped, nigga.
February 22nd, 2018 was a normal, regular morning, up until we got the announcement of the Season 3 update for Fortnite. Hints were that we would be getting another Battle Pass, just like the Season 2 Battle Pass that we had, but there would be more.
That would all. Can I see you as my crush?
Added to the game. Fortnite fans were speculating what it would be, since for Season 2 we got the addition of the Battle Pass, and for Season 3 we had the addition of backblings. Characters that had any sort of cosmetic on their back, past and future characters, you would be able to interchange them with different backblings for infinite combinations. It was a really cool addition, and a lot of people started to catch on to the trend. The three most notable backblings that I saw during this time was the Love Wings, the Dinosaur backbling, along with the Black Shield. The combos were just crazy, and there was also hints of a backbling that you could get if you found 3 llamas in one game. And if you were an OG fan, you know this was the Bright Bag. However, this was just an item shop skin called the Bright Gunner that received this backbling for one of his styles. The hype for backblings was so insane. I mean, back in the day, players would spend $20 just for the backbling itself, wouldn't even wear the skin itself, and this made Fortnite a ton of money. However, today, you don't see many people with backblings. So what happened to Fortnite backblings? And why are they pretty much extinct in every single game mode that you see? I remember when backblings first came out, we didn't have a ton of options because at the time, the game was just so new.
And I remember, bro, we only had like 6, I don't know about we, but me personally only had like 6 backblings in the beginning of my Fortnite career, bro. And I had them fat ass blocky Season 3, man, the astronaut back blings, chat. Come on, man.
With the game being so new, Fortnite was just rapidly advancing. It was tough for them to keep up with everything, including skins themselves, and I guarantee you they were trying to hire a ton of people to come up with innovative ideas. But as time went on, a lot of YouTubers started to make skin combos, and these skin combos got a lot of traction on YouTube. Fortnite decided
you
that
could put any back bling on the
would receive a backbling with their style. This allowed for you to get a 2-in-1 package. You got a backbling along with the skin, and this helped Fortnite a ton in the long run, especially up till Season 7, but I'm getting way too ahead. Let's go back to Season 4, back whenever Fortnite was just starting to blow up. Ninja in 2018, I believe, had a lot of influence on the backbling era. The reason why is because he was the biggest streamer at the time. I mean, think about it. 600,000 people watching him, he would wear the Renegade Raider skin along with the Scaly backbling and the Picksqueak pickaxe. Obviously, Renegade Raider was unobtainable, but the dinosaur skin alone, Rex, was 2,000 V-Bucks, which came with his backbling as well, and the Picksqueak pickaxe was 1,500 V-Bucks. So alone, this was $35 just to have the backbling in the pickaxe. And obviously, a lot of individuals wanted to be like their favorite streamer, so they bought it. And with fake leaks, sometimes real leaks, of separate styles and unique styles for both the backblings and the skins itself, this just boosted the sales for Fortnite. And I think for sure that backblings definitely had an impact in Fortnite's success. But Season 4 was only the beginning for backblings. The next season would completely changed the era, especially with competitive being added, along with newer and newer styles coming out and newer skins coming out. What I noticed from Season 5 is that Epic Games tried to create a certain style, not just from the Battle Pass skins, but the item shop as well. If you notice here,
Not gonna lie, I was still wearing back blings in Season 5. I think towards the end of Season 5, I stopped wearing them though. Maybe, yeah, like the Season 6 era, that's when the back blings really, I cut that shit out, son.
all of the legendary skins, most of them have
Nigga wasn't
much
fucking with that
better
shit no more.
backlinks, such as Magnus's cape, along with the ice wings and the
Niggas start putting on the trails and shit.
shark fin. Since Fortnite saw so much success from wings along with capes, my speculation is they decided, okay, let's keep these all legendary. So if the Fortnite community really likes the back bling, they will spend the $20 because they feel they are getting a bargain. They're getting a skin along with their favorite back bling. So it's a win-win. But see, to spend $20 on a virtual back bling where you could never get money back, especially on a skin itself, a lot of players were keen to. So Fortnite decided, let's add a free battle pass in the item shop, which I feel like helped them a lot. I noticed that Fortnite tried to give a lot of trials, especially in the battle pass. Emotes, back blings, and maybe a free skin here and there from a challenge or a community event. Doing this allowed Epic to scale their sales in the near future with back blings. However, things took a very sudden turn, especially when competitive started to rise. So back in the summer of 2018, we saw the summer skirmish appear. This was during Season 5, and competitive had such a rapid rise, especially since Fortnite was growing at such a rapid pace. So Epic Games had the funding to create very high cash prize competitive tournaments. If you remember in 2018 during the summer skirmish, there was an individual that went by the name of 5skill. 5skill was in the summer skirmish, and I'll just let you watch the clip.
Let's see, this is 5skill kind of hopping around. I love that Viking skin, by the way.
Yes. The cape is actually amazing.
Yeah.
Whoa, what?
With 5skill's insane mechanics and how fast his building speed was, which was unheard of, and no one has ever seen building this fast, a lot of people took...
Bro, I know 10 niggas that could do exactly what that nigga just did. I know 10 plus niggas that could do exactly what that nigga just did. Let's watch it again, chat. Let's watch it again.
The cape is actually amazing.
Yeah.
Whoa, what?
Bro, all he did was go in the circle fast as fuck. He just spinning around. He got his sense turned all the way up. He's holding, if he on controller, he's holding to place the wall. Boom. He jump. Floor. The floor is gonna go under you regardless. The staircase is gonna go under you regardless. Wherever you at, if you placing that shit, it's gonna go under you, bro. If you just spamming, you holding that shit down, or if you on keyboard, that make it worse. Cause all you gotta do is one of these. You feel what I'm saying? And that shit over with. Man, these niggas be glazing. I know so many niggas that could do that
With
shit.
5skill's insane mechanics and how fast his building speed was, which was unheard of, and no one has ever seen building this fast, a lot of people took liking to his style. So many people decided to buy Magnus's cape, which obviously they had to buy the Magnus skin, which costed around 2,000 V-Bucks. And what you'll notice is the backblings back then were very large and stood out, and also had a lot of reactivity. I'll get more into this later on why I'm saying this now, but it is very important to remember for the future of backblings. So I'm going to skip over Season 6 because there weren't really that memorable backblings.
Oh, shit.
I mean, yes.
My bad, y'all, bro. Young nigga had fried.
Which was unheard of, and no one has ever seen building this fast cape, which obviously they had to buy the Magnus skin, which costed around 2,000 V-Bucks. And what you'll notice is the backblings back then were very large and stood out, and also had a lot of reactivity. I'll get more into this later on why I'm saying this now, but it is very important to remember for the future of backblings. So I'm going to skip over Season 6 because there weren't really that memorable backblings. I mean, yes, we got pets added into the game, but realistically, who ever used pets except for on launch? So when Season 7
I'm about to say, on the launch, niggas was using the pets. I was using the dog. I ain't gonna lie. I'm a victim of the dog back bling, chat. Yes, I was using it. And yes, when a nigga had they dog back bling on, I would walk up and pet that motherfucker. Yes, I did, chat. Yes.
Release I believe that this is what really spiked the backbling era. This is when top-notch backblings were used, especially in competitive and winter royale. One thing that I noticed after the season is that a lot of people really stopped using backblings because there weren't new backblings that really were that good at all. So Fortnite had to change this, and especially with their large launch of chapter 2, they had to add some very good and very exciting backblings into the game, and they had to have players use it, especially ones in competitive, because if you didn't know, chapter 2 probably had one of the best competitive scenes in all of Fortnite. But how was Epic Games going to execute this? I mean, backlinks had started to fall, a lot of people didn't like the pets, so they resorted to going back to original backlinks. Obviously, not putting the same exact style into the game, and they decided to use old things such as wings, and one of those backblings was the Shattered Wing. Obviously, the Shattered Wing was supposed to replicate the Rift Butterfly that arose from the Cube event, and it was really cool to see Fortnite using past event items as modern day backblings, even in later chapters. During competitive, all you would see controller players use was this Shattered Wing backbling, and
That's
it was
tough.
really cool to see that, especially Unknown Army, who is known as one of the best controller players at the time, using this backbling and carrying the entire community. However, things took a sudden turn for backblings, especially during the end of chapter 2, because there were some things that leaked about performance that a lot of people may not know about, and it's really not common knowledge in the Fortnite community. Now, remember what I said earlier with reactivity and large backblings? Well, come to find out, if you don't use a backbling, it increases your performance by a ton. Yes, I know it may sound insane, but one of the biggest reasons that 90% of the players don't use a backbling in their game is because they want lower FPS. And
Not even higher FPS. Yes, that's a big factor, but I was always under the impression like if the back bling fat as fuck and the changing colors, it's an easy target one. For two, it's a bigger hitbox. Why the fuck am I using a back bling?
also lower ping. I do think that it is a little odd that backblings do have a major effect, but I mean, it does make sense because you're adding an extra style or an extra reactivity on your character. I do think it is a little dumb that people don't use backblings at all really anymore, and I'm hoping this does change in the near future and Epic makes an announcement or fixes something in the game where backblings don't affect your performance at all. And realistically, backblings could have just been a very long trend, or could no backblings just be a trend itself? But I think it is pretty common now that every single player that plays Fortnite wants to be the best that they can be in the game, especially in Battle Royale. So I feel like we're not going to be seeing backblings come back anytime soon unless someone very large, like someone that wins FNCS, uses a specific backbling, which would be really cool to see, but I realistically don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah, I doubt it.
Let me know your thoughts. What do you think about Fortnite backblings? And do you still use backblings yourself? Personally,
nah.
I don't at all, but it would be cool to see a lot more people use them.
Now look though, I do got some back blings that's like OG as fuck, and I wouldn't be opposed to using them again. But like, it just feel weird as fuck using a back bling now, because I haven't been using one for so long.